We've been dating almost 2 years now.
Yeah, I guess. A lot has happened in those 2 years.
I know. You became vice president of your father's company. It must have been hard on you, both publicly and privately.
Not really. My father laid out the rails for me. I just rode them.
That's not true, is it? I think you're a hard worker. You just don't show anyone. Not everyone can work as hard as you know.
You're really good at giving compliments.
I don't know about that. I'm just telling you the truth.
My future is secure. Could I propose to you soon?
Huh?
Erica, let's get married.
Sean, am I really fine for you?
You're always so modest, but you've got great fashion sense too. You're a really good-looking woman. I'm sure you'll be my proud wife even after I become president.
Hmm.
I'm sure of it. I wouldn't say that if I wasn't. Please, Erica, marry me.
If you say so, I will. I'm very happy.
Let's go. Let's not try to be a bother.
Thank you. You're so bright and fun to be around. It's a dream come true to marry you.
It's not a dream. I'm going to talk to your parents as soon as possible.
Really? Well, I'll ask my parents about their schedule and get back to you.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Sean? I know it's past the appointed time, but are you lost? I don't know where you live. I'll pick you up. Sean, you're available, right? Call me.
What do you want?
What? You were supposed to say your wedding greetings to my parents today.
I was, but I'm not doing that anymore.
Huh?
That's not happening, is it?
What was that?
Your house and your parents are falling apart.
Did you come to my house by any chance?
Yeah, I did. You know, the three of us were standing on the front porch. I was so stunned. I can't marry a poor person.
I don't know what you are talking about.
So, with you guys living in that shabby house, I mean, we really can't be a family.
Sean?
You're poor, but to fit in with me, you wear brand name clothes.
What?
You always wore brand name clothes even though you had a quiet personality.
Those are the brands I like. I was influenced by my mother, and we even share some of them. It's not that I was trying to fit in with you or anything like that.
Even your mother was pushing you to do that? What a family. Can't believe I fell for that.
Fooled?
You came on to me to be my future wife, right?
Huh? Sean, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but I'm not into gold diggers. I'll marry a woman more suitable for me as president. I'm breaking off the engagement with you.
Wait. You're saying you're breaking off the engagement because my parents' house is in shambles? Just because of that? You're saying that our relationship never existed?
Because, think about it. My dad is the president of the company, and I'm the vice president. It's embarrassing and unfashionable to have my wife's parents' house looking like that, right? What about my position?
This house was my grandparents', so sure, it's old. But breaking off an engagement because of a house?
It's not just the house.
What?
Your parents too. Why are they so poor? I'm too embarrassed to invite them to the wedding.
Stop saying bad things about my parents. They're the two people I respect the most.
Your parents?
My parents are not poor. They just live a modest life. They just want to relax at home. They chose clothes made of materials that don't constrict.
You want to marry me so badly?
Huh?
Of course you do. If you marry the future president of the company, your future is set, isn't it? Of course, you wouldn't want to pass up a chance like this, huh?
I don't want to marry you for that reason. You were cheerful, fun, and reliable. I thought that if I married someone like that, we could build a warm family.
That's such a lie.
Huh?
You really wanted to marry the company president, didn't you? So you could have an easy life? If you become Mrs. President, your parents will have a better life than they do now. I know what you're thinking.
That's terrible. That's not what I meant. I wanted to marry you because I loved you with all my heart.
You just love the president, not me, huh?
Why do you say that?
Because it really does sound like something a poor person would think. I'm disappointed.
I'm the one who should be disappointed. Why should I be treated like a poor person by you? Why do you have to make fun of my grandmother's house and my parents?
Huh? You're snapping back at me at everything I say? Give me a break.
I can't believe you judge people just by their houses, their possessions, or their clothes. I didn't think you were such a scumbag. I don't think I could be happy married to you. You're welcome to break off the engagement.
What? You're such a bigot. Know your place, damn beggar. I'm sorry your Cinderella story couldn't come true. Poor people will be poor people. You should look for a marriage partner who fits your means. Someone who will give you a shabby house and your parents.
I really can't believe you. If I knew you were really like this, I don't know why I didn't see it sooner. I'd like to ask you something.
What's the matter, you pleb? You're still hung up on me? Not going to marry you no matter how much you cry yourself to sleep.
It's not that.
Are you asking me how you can be my wife? Then you can't do it no matter how you try.
Who the hell would want to marry you?
So, you want me to lend you money or something? Of course you do. I guess you missed the point when I broke off my engagement to you. It's sad that you'll have to live in poverty for the rest of your life.
What are you talking about?
I know you want to make your parents happy, so find someone else.
No, I'm not. For the record, I'm not poor. And you're very delusional.
Yeah. Whatever you say. So, what is it you want to ask me?
My friend told me. Did you walk around town with any other woman besides me? I know this was before you broke off the engagement, but he says it was definitely you. Are you sure?
Oh, you mean Sarah?
Sarah?
It's true.
You're dating me, but you've been seeing other women?
Yeah, that's right. What can I say? Women like to be around me.
How much of a piece of shit are you?
Sarah's father owns the company. He's the type of president you can rely on. It's a win-win for me and the company if we get along. She's the perfect woman to marry, so I kept her. You're poor, so I'm glad I kept her.
You mean you were two-timing me?
Is that what you're calling it? I don't blame you for hiding the fact that you were poor. I didn't see it coming either. Now I'm dating Sarah with dignity. It's natural to want to marry a woman who has many advantages for you, isn't it?
Huh? That's so sad. How selfish can you be? I'm sorry for Sarah. I bet she doesn't know your true nature. A marriage like that will never work.
What the hell do you think you're saying? Don't call me selfish because you missed your chance. Stop dragging us down with you.
I'm not being selfish. I'm glad I found out you were such a scumbag before I married you. I really would have regretted it.
You're the one that should be regretting it. Don't make me laugh. You'll have to live in poverty for the rest of your life.
I told you I'm not poor. Whatever. I guess it's time for you to get your head out of your ass.
Huh? What are you being so cocky about? That's enough.
You know about A Manufacturing, don't you?
Of course I do. A Manufacturing is a major customer of ours. If we jeopardize our relationship with A, we'll go bankrupt for sure. Well, I can't even imagine that happening though. Why are you asking me that?
A Manufacturing is going to cut their contract with your company. That's big trouble for you, isn't it?
Quit joking around with me. You really thought I would believe a story like that?
It's not a lie. I think it's true.
In the first place, how do you, a pleb, even know about A Manufacturing company? You're trying to embarrass me with some random made-up story, aren't you?
I'm not making this up.
Are you harassing me? It doesn't work like that, you know. Our company and A Manufacturing have been working with each other for a long time. It won't fall apart, not even a little bit.
That's right. You're so confident about this, huh?
Isn't it obvious? It's a relationship my father built up over a long time. There's no way the contract would be terminated.
I don't think the business world is that simple. You shouldn't have such baseless confidence.
I don't need to hear that from you. I'm the next president of the company. How can I run a company if I don't have confidence? You poor people wouldn't know what it takes though, would you?
Well, you can think what you want to think.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Think that way while you still can, okay?
It's none of your business. Don't text me about your stupid make-believe stories anymore. It's annoying.
I don't plan to.
Hey, what's this all about? You want to explain? What were you planning? Don't ignore me.
Will you stop talking out of your ass? What the hell is wrong with you? Didn't you say something about no more texts?
Shut up. What the hell did you do to me?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me. A Manufacturing said they're terminating our contract. You said something like that the other day, didn't you? What did you do?
I see. A Manufacturing is a big client of yours, isn't it? You're in a lot of trouble, huh? So, what happened?
What do you mean, what happened? You did something, didn't you? It was definitely you. Otherwise, there's no way a poor person would have known about A Manufacturing.
You just assumed that on your own, didn't you? I kept telling you I'm not poor.
Huh? Did you really set this up?
Stop saying I set this up. I didn't do anything.
Then how did you know about A Manufacturing? How come our company's contract was terminated without notice? That's crazy, no matter how you look at it, right?
You want to know? I could tell you.
I knew it was you. What in the world are you going to do about it?
I didn't do anything. It was my father's decision.
Huh? Why is your father suddenly in the picture? How can a poor person have such outlandish fantasies? I'm surprised. I don't care about your father. Tell me the truth.
It's the truth. You said he was a big client, but you don't really know anything about my father?
What? How long are you going to keep up with this nonsense?
My father is the president of A Manufacturing. He's not a poor man.
Huh? Don't be silly. Your father was poor and wore tattered clothes. He's not the boss.
They weren't tattered. My parents are thrifty. They just don't waste money on themselves. They've always been frugal. I have a lot of respect for them.
That's because they're poor, right? You're not thrifty. You just can't spend money.
My father is a different person at work. He sprays his hair to keep it in place. He wears expensive brand suits with a fresh look. He's particular about his appearance, especially when he's meeting with clients.
Huh.
Well, he always styles his hair like Hugh Jackman. Of course, his face is different, though.
What? Does he always wear suits from London?
Oh, they're my father's favorite. He wears them a lot. My father's not poor. He's just a man who separates work from life.
But how can a CEO live in such a shabby house? He can't even invite a single employee to stay in that shabby house.
I told you, that house was my grandparents' house. We're in the process of renovating the house. I say renovating, but it's actually just torn down and rebuilt. It's like a new house.
What? So you're saying there are two houses?
Well, my grandparents passed away, so that's what it is now. That land was given to my father. So, I'm living in my grandparents' house until the house is rebuilt. When I get married, the land my grandparents lived on, he's going to give it to us when I get married.
That's a lie. So you told the boss to terminate the contract? Are you trying to get back at me? What a woman.
I would never do such a thing. But he's my father, so of course he knows about the broken engagement. How can a father who had his daughter dumped for some stupid reason have a good impression of the other guy?
Is that supposed to be me?
You said you were coming to say hello. I've been telling my parents what kind of man you are, so...
So they knew I was the next president of our company?
Of course. You're the son of the president of an old business partner. When I told him why I broke off the engagement, he was furious about it. He said, how can such a flimsy person be the president of a company?
You're lying. Why didn't you explain my story to him?
Huh? Because it's not true. A scumbag like you? There's nothing to explain. Besides, I told him that you were dating Sarah for insurance.
Why are you telling him such a thing? It's going to tarnish my image even more.
Of course I'd tell him. He's my father. Plus, he's actually worried about me, unlike someone else.
Oh no. How could you do this to me?
Then, My father's face turned red. I can't do any more business with a company that has a guy like that. He was yelling and yelling.
What the fuck?
The next day, he called them to terminate the contract. My father acts so fast, doesn't he? I'm always amazed at how fast he makes decisions.
Oh no. A manufacturing accounts for most of our business. If they terminate the contract, our company will go bankrupt soon. I told you.
That's your problem, isn't it? And I have nothing to do with you anymore.
You're responsible too.
Huh? Stop joking around. You've done terrible things to us to begin with, haven't you? You made fun of my house and my parents a lot and treated me like a poor person. There's no way I would forgive you.
Don't say that.
I think you deserve to have your contract terminated.
This sucks.
Well, you're the one who got punished.
Erica, I'm sorry. This is enough of a punishment. So, will you ask your father to cancel the termination of our contract?
Why me? I told you I had nothing to do with this.
Don't say that. There are a lot of employees in my company. If we go bankrupt, what will happen to all of them?
I told you it's none of my business. I'm not the CEO. I'm not even an employee of the company.
But you're the boss's daughter, right? I'm asking you to do something about it. It's about the livelihood of everyone in our company. Please, you gotta help us.
So, you don't care that I or my parents got hurt?
Huh?
My parents regretted inviting you to my grandparents' house. Because they invited you to this house, they said you ruined my marriage. Do you know how they felt? Do you know how sad I was? Your selfish thoughts and behavior made our family feel like this.
I'm sorry.
I can't forgive you for making fun of my parents and hurting them. You're like a child.
Erica, I'm sorry.
No matter how sorry you are, I'm not going to forgive you. I hope you learn your lesson and think about what you've done.
Erica, please. You might not care about me. Tell your father and do whatever you want. But I just want you to save the future of the company. Please.
I can't do that.
Why?
I told you, I have nothing to do with my father's company. And besides, he was so furious. I don't think he'd do you any favors. Isn't that what business is all about? It's very serious.
Don't say that. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. You can clean up your own mess. And don't get involved with us in any way from now on.
Erica, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please help me and the company.
You're persistent. I'm going to stop texting you now. See ya. My father's anger didn't stop after that. The deal with A Manufacturing was officially terminated. Sean's father, who didn't know anything about it, was astonished. Of course he would be. Sean's father, a man of common sense, came to my father's company again to apologize. But my father turned him away, saying, "You need to stop making fun of people." After that, it seems that they desperately tried to rebuild the company. But after only 2 months, it was driven into bankruptcy. After all this, Sean disappeared. What a scumbag he was. Now I am thankful that he broke off the engagement. We have finished rebuilding, and I am living happily with my parents in our new house.